Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're playing a FoCj Conjurer in the 0.19 release tournament for because it's an M choice. Oh, I suppose I should say of Fedhas, right? We're not just FoCj Conjurer, we have a god. He hasn't done anything for us lately, but who knows? Hopefully someday that'll change if I remember to get enough piety. And we were just about to head down into a sewer, but the last episode was pretty hectic, so I decided to take a break before we head in. So, we're back. Okay, is this the sewer with like 8 sorts of things and kobolds and a couple snakes, maybe? I think so. No? Yes? Yes. Okay. Alright, and now I think we can use a Searing Ray here. Interesting, the worm went south. I would have expected him to go southwest. Oh, how did he almost die? Oh, one of the shots missed the kobold and hit the worm. 2 of them, in fact. Nice. All right. Well, not a huge deal, but nice, I guess. Skill-wise, 7 conjurations. How is that feeling to me? Feels like it might be time to start picking up Invo. No. Even at 0 Invo, the mushrooms that we're going to be getting are insane. So there's no real rush. Oh man, I can barely see those guys. The contrast is not great. But alright, they're up there. Yeah, this sewer should really be easy pickings for a conjurer. Since we really love the idea of things being far away with water in between us, right? I don't need to pray to turn that corpse into a thing, because Fedhas just does it when it decays. Do we have any scrolls I should be using? Yes, but not until we're done with this. Oh, hang on. You don't get to throw stuff at me, buddy. When we're done with the sewer, I should identify some scrolls. But not now, because it might be like noise or something dreadful like that. Oh, it's a river rat. I didn't even notice. I thought it was just a normal rat. I wonder how Fedhas's new corpse decay ability works. I assume that it's the same as the old prayer, in that it was only things in line of sight. But I had this brief thought that, like, I wonder if it, like, affected the corpse up here or wherever it was, right? In theory, you could imagine that happening. I don't know. I assume that they just, like, took the old code and just put it under a new key, basically, but it doesn't have to be how it happened. Alright, well, yeah, these guys, the big kobolds have a lot of HP and do quite a bit of damage. Alright, we got him, just barely. We're starting to be a little low on food, but there's no reason to overreact by actually doing anything about it right now. We can always... Well, you know what? I'll eat that one. What key is it that I already have that mapped. Wow. All right. Cool. That was kind of funny. These 2 keys here, left and right square bracket, I always forget which is which. And one of them does something cool, i.e. show you this stuff, and the other one does nothing. It used to do something cool, and they took it away, and I wish they would give it back, but oh well. It used to like show you this inventory screen, but only for things you were actually wearing, which I thought was pretty handy, because like there's a lot of stuff in my inventory, and I don't always want to see all of it. But, you know, that's life. Anyway, and so when I'm playing Fedhas or some other character who wants to make use of corpses, if I remember to, I like to map chopping to be like, no, actually don't do that, and then map some other key as like, oh yes, I really do want to do that. And the most convenient key is like one that doesn't do anything, right? And it so happens that that the right square bracket is one of those. So I went to remap it, but I couldn't remember which was which, so I had to go like press one of them, and then it turned out it already did what I wanted. Amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed that pointlessly long story. It's not even really a story, just like, I don't know, rambling. Sure. Yeah, Dex is still good. I wonder if it's like a good idea to do this. Probably, right? Because now only one of them can see us at a time instead of, or at any rate, only one of them discovers us at a time rather than both, right? So that's good. Oh, right, we did it. We got evolution. Cool. So that means we'll be able to have a mushroom, which is pretty good. All right, now I'm going to try on this new weapon. It's +0, but it's good, so great. A book of changes. No, of course. Ant form is like the best form. Alright, I don't like this place. Let us leave now. Oh my gosh, it's Edmund. Confuse is pretty good against him, actually. But I don't want to do it just yet. I want to like get to the exit first. Oh, I don't even have to confuse him because he did not manage to catch up with me while I was going upstairs. And this floor is nothing. There's nothing much bad here. There's an ogre, but we'd be all right against an ogre now. Just in case, though, I'm digging to down here. All right, that went fine. All right, ogre. So I am gonna try to kill this ogre this time. Actually, the hunting sling is probably better. Okay, an orc priest along with the ogre is not something that I am particularly happy about. So I'll just leave. Yes. And we'll just grab a different staircase. Grinder shouldn't be too big a deal anymore. No wait, AB won't work, right? Because I have to A, and now I can AB and get a mushroom. All right. It's been so long since I played Fedhas, I forgot how it works. And it's changed, so. Now, my mushrooms can actually probably handle Grinder all right. And also, I can't be paralyzed. That's pretty cool. How are you doing, Mushroom? Not very well, actually. All right, Grinder. Time for... Yeah, we got him. High five. And we're gonna rest for a while to see if this mushroom, like, they do regen eventually, they just take some time. So let's like skip 100 turns real quick. Wow, that took a long time for him to heal up. Let's skip like 200 turns. All right, he's looking fine now. All right, we can explore Dungeon 4 a bit more. We did leave a fair bit of it unexplored. And we need more piety to get more mushrooms. That guy spent a fair number of spores, I suspect. I mean, it was a fair number, but I don't know exactly how many. Enough that I'm a little bit concerned regarding, like, he might run out and run out of charges and be killed, right? That was great. We got a bunch of corpses. All right, there you go, all the exclusions. Except, shouldn't there be like a segment exclusion or something around here? Maybe that was a different floor. Yeah, what happened? Oh, he was on Dungeon 3. Wasn't Grinder on the same floor as Sigmund? Oh, yeah, and that was upstairs and we already killed him and then we came downstairs. Okay. Fine. So there's still this ogre, but especially now that we have 2 wandering mushrooms, the ogre should be just toast. Yeah. Mushrooms are so good. That is just a fact of life. Let's get another. And now, like, it almost doesn't matter what we do anymore for, like, the next several experience levels. We are unbeatable. But we should still try to minimize our reliance on these mushrooms so that we have more of them lying around. We have more piety. We want to build up to other stuff. Boy, there sure are a lot of dudes. But they're no longer nearly as scary as they were last time we were here. Oh, a dagger of speed. That's a good weapon. Look at all that piety. Is it a good weapon, though? I don't know. I still kind of like my spear. It's certainly better than my dagger of Holy Wrath, so I guess if nothing else, I should trade those in. And it might be plus. Nope, it's just +0. All right. All right. Downstairs. What did we even accomplish so far this episode? I don't really remember. Wait, what? Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, okay. So we did the sewer. We tried to do Dungeon 5, but we quickly got hit with an alarm trap. Okay. Now I think is actually a fine time to get some invocations. Great Formicid aptitude for it. We could train stealth, go into stabbing. I don't think it's a good idea. We have good aptitudes for it. We have the right spells. We have a good dagger. But, Usually the thing that you want for a stabber is a way to get out of combat, right? We don't have speed. We can't even use haste. But we have mushrooms, which can sort of like distract enemies enough to let us get away. But I don't know. I feel like that's in a situation where you have mushrooms, you don't need to get away, and so that's like kind of missing the point. And when you need to get away, you don't have mushrooms, so don't count them. Anyway, like formicids are pretty beefy. Not exactly cut out to the enchanter playstyle. They're okay. I kind of want to like aim it this way at him, and I can't really do that. So I'm just going to throw a... There we go. Now let's do this. He dodges. He's fighting... Alright, whatever, man. A flail of draining. Now that could be a good weapon. It should be, actually, since Edmund had it. Alright. And ruined leather, which we can wear. +3. Great. Thank you, Edmund. A flail is probably a solid weapon. I'd rather have that than my spear, anyway. Okay, sure. And we'll identify, I don't know, these potions? Resistance, sure. Yeah, and now we can just sort of like hold down tab. It's maybe not the best plan I've ever had, but with Fedhas around, it should be okay. We don't have to worry about Sigmund anymore. Edmund, I should say. Now the next floor is still a bad place. Hopefully, if we run into any player ghosts, these mushrooms can handle the situation okay. And I have every belief that they will, but I don't want to count on it. I'd rather run away from the player ghost if I can do so safely. And I'll go ahead and butcher this. Even though it could have been piety, we're doing okay on... Really? Anti-magic short sword. That's interesting. We're doing okay on piety for the moment. Wow, 2 orc priests. I decline. Which means going up here. And I mean, like, I don't know. We have a lot of HP. The orc priests probably wouldn't be so bad, but it just makes me a little uncomfortable. They're very spiky in terms of like how dangerous they are. A lot of the time, they're no big deal, and then on occasion, it's like, whoa, real bad. A vampiric spear, huh? You might convince me to switch back to spears. It's not like I'm really using either of them, right? I mean, I'm using... Oh, right, well... Let's, I want to try out this vampiric spear. And, that means that I need to get some more food, so I'm going to, for a while, not really butcher a lot more dudes. Sorry. I'm going to prefer butchering dudes over giving them to Fedhas. Yeah. Oh, wow. 4 chunks from one guy. All right, great. So now we can wield the spear. Yes. It's +1. All right, that's fine, I guess. I suppose that this means it's a little bit awkward to swap away back to my sling, which I've been arguing is the best weapon in the game, basically. I don't think that's too big a deal, though. Vamp Spear, +1, it's fine. Yeah, don't smite me, that's just rude. Yeah, we can just sort of tab all that. Probably not the Orc Priest, though, huh? Well, maybe the Orc Priest. Oh, interesting. I didn't think about this. As a Formicid, I can make it a little more convenient for my mushrooms to get in there by adjusting the corridor. They sort of say that Fedhas is like the god of traps in a way, right? All right, sure. Why not? They say Fedhas is the god of traps, right? Mushrooms are powerful things that can't move. You can like sculpt the terrain with sunlight and rain. And as a Formicid, maybe we can do it even more. But okay, a shaft for 3 floors. I have to say, we're still in danger, but you know, we've already been down to Dungeon 8, so it's maybe not as bad as it could have been. The main problem is that there's no monsters here to, yikes. To, like if I had some mushrooms, we'd be okay here. You know what? I think I'm gonna quaff invisibility here. That should help a lot, giving me some time to... I'm not committing to it yet, but it should give me a little more time to get leverage in the situation. Which I think is basically going to entail... Actually, what about Confuse? Not so good. Can Shadow Imps see invisible? Yeah. Okay. Oh, dear. Yeah, let's go ahead and quaff that. Yeah, and they're already sort of losing track of exactly where I am. I'd like to kill the ogre so I can maybe get some mushrooms, but I think I need to prioritize the Shadow Imp who can actually see me. No, he's not really going to do anything, I think. On the other hand, he's going to... He's going to actually stand still. Maybe I shouldn't prioritize killing either of them, but just run away from the 2-headed ogre, basically. Yeah, I think that's a better plan. Yeah, and while we're invisible, we can tab an ogre. Like, that's nice. And now, give me, please, some mushrooms to work with. Now, with that in hand, we ought to be all right against this guy, I think. Whew. Ouch. Got him. Okay. Well, let's get some more mushrooms. I mean, that was... We're going to run into some nasty stuff here. Oh, stairs. All right, not so bad. Still, we could have. We definitely want to have mushrooms available. They're our lifeline. Let's clear all those exclusions and just head for the staircase that we know exists. Oh, Peichel is over there. I don't like that. Okay, it sounds like that combat probably woke up at least the slave and perhaps Peichel. This is a mess. Okay, let's get some more piety. And we should be okay to just tab hounds, even at 0 skill. Go upstairs. Yes, go upstairs. I know, there's lots of scary dudes in there. Just leave them alone. They'll leave you alone. They're more afraid. Oh, we left a mushroom downstairs, didn't we? What happened to him? Did he somehow die? I don't think so. He should be around, right? But he's not coming. I don't know. See you later, I guess. This is just an ordinary ogre. I'm not too concerned about them anymore. We were actually, hang on. We still want to go upstairs. I forgot that we're still shafted further than we want to be. All right, and here come, oh, that's nice. Antennae identify friendlies now. I don't think they used to, but I'm not sure. Yeah, they didn't. I think. I don't know. It doesn't matter. They do now, and that's what is most useful. And that's the nice thing about having Gourmand here is that I can butcher corpses and like get more value out of them than I otherwise would be able to, so that I don't feel quite so bad about like having. I don't have to spend as many corpses on food as I might without Gourmand, because like you sort of go. You're like, oh, you're hungry, and you butcher one corpse, and you get 4 chunks, and you eat one, and you're not hungry anymore, and the rest just sort of go bad. Yikes, this is a lot of the guys, actually. All right, we gotta... like, sort of dig a... I don't exactly want a kill hole. What I want, yeah, is, like, more surface area for my mushrooms. Okay, well, it seems to be working out all right. Sure. My mushrooms killed most of that. And here comes this player ghost. He's a real character. Confuse, I assume, is like no good at all. Yeah. I'll try a dazzling spray. Blinded the orc, that's something. Yeah, if you're wanting mushrooms, like, want to kill this guy anytime, that would be fine. I mean, they're taking him eventually. But I wish they would go a little faster is all. Huh. Distorted him, huh? Well, okay. Alright, now we got him. He's not confused, actually, but... What am I doing tabbing? I should use some MP. He's almost destroyed. There he goes. Okay. Whew. Maybe not the best strategic plan I've ever had, but we did fine. We lost, a mushroom. No big deal. There's an MLX. That would have also been a good god. Oh, I'm wearing this. I'm carrying this buckler that I haven't tried on. It's +2. Okay. Our invocations are high enough. These mushrooms are already pretty insane. What else do we need? Defense. Dodging and shields, right? I guess we could learn some new spells, huh? We're still, still using just our level 2 spells. Yeah, we could get Mystic Blast. We could get Battle Sphere. Mystic Blast is at least a good investment, so let's pick that up. Actually, maybe Tukima's is better. No, we're heading into Lair soon, so there won't be a lot of monsters with weapons. Mystic Blast, D, yes. Okay. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't just tab a jelly forever for no reason. Yeah, that's probably a good plan. And now let's read up some scrolls. Blinking. Or what? It was on D, yeah. Okay. Again, drop, I don't know. No, not... I wanted to drop the scrolls of blinking. I'm just like, I have no idea what's going on. I guess we already dropped the stuff that we can't use. Read capital B. Sure, that's nice. Capital Q is the only thing left to do. Right, okay. So let's identify our potions here. Agility, Might, Brilliance. The Trinity right there, huh? Okay. I think it's been a shortish... No, it's been about just as long as all the others. All right, well. Even more reason to end the episode, I suppose. Making incredibly slow progress on this character, I have to say. But we survived quite a bit of adversity on a character who is not really that good. And I think we're well positioned for the rest of the game. So it's time well spent. I hope you guys enjoy watching that kind of stuff, because that's just how I like to play. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.